welcome to all our Bundesliga fans around the world. I'm Alan Fountain, and this afternoon in the Allianz Arena in Munich, 69,000 fans packed into the stadium for the visit of Wolfsburg. Bayern, of course, in midweek on the victory trail, something we haven't seen much this season. They played in the Champions League and they beat Fiorentina handsomely by 3-0. Then, of course, on the heels of last Saturday's victory by 1-0 over Karlsruhe, so have Bayern, who have come in for so much criticism with new coach Jürgen Klinsmann at the helm this season. Have they turned the corner? This afternoon, we will most certainly find out, because the opposition, Wolfsburg, spent more money than anyone else in the close season on new players, and they have a class outfit. But this outfit, in portrait form, is Bayern Munich. The coach, Jürgen Klinsmann, Bayern lineup, with Rensing in goal, a back four of Otto, Lucio, De Michelis and Leo. In front of the back four, Van Bommel and Zé Roberto. In midfield, Bastian Schweinsteiger and Frank Ribéry. Two strikers, Miro Klose, and with Luca Toni injured, a chance for Lucas Podolski, maybe to establish himself in the Bayern side. The Wolfsburg team. And their coach, no stranger to Bayern fans, Felix Magath. Manalio is in goal as usual for Wolfsburg. Rita Maglung, Basali and Schäfer. At midfield diamond, Josue in the holding role. Hasebe, Santan and Misimovic in an attacking mode. The two strikers, Grafisch and number 9, Edin Dzeko. Bayern, of course, with stars on the bench, Van Buiten, but in goal, Borowski, a German international. Wolfsburg, of course, with Kayubi, an up-and-coming striker, so they too have plenty of ammunition in addition to the 11 who'll be starting the game. Our referee this afternoon, the incredibly young-looking Dr. Jochen Drees. Whenever I see him, I always wonder if he shouldn't be wearing school uniform. Do pardon me that. He is actually 38 years of age and a doctor, medical doctor from southwest Germany. Across from Schweine, goal from Poldi. Oh, wouldn't the Bayern fans like to see that this afternoon? But Wolfsburg, in 5th place in the table, are bidding for high honours this season. Last season, they finished 5th. They qualified for European competition. They made it through to the group phase of the UEFA Cup, but they did not play. They had a free match day this week. All the other sides were in action, but of course with 5 clubs in each group in the UEFA group stage, obviously only 4 can play at any one time. So Wolfsburg starting off with the rest. Lucas Podolski, because of Luca Toni's injury, he gets a chance to start. Luca Toni will be sadly missed. Last season's leading goal scorer in the Bundesliga, but he went into the game against Fiorentina with a rib injury. It has not improved, and so he's had to drop out. Big hugs between the two Brazilians. Josue, the captain of Wolfsburg, Zé Roberto, the veteran, and indeed still very much the star of Bayern Munich. Bayern's home record, only 1 win in 4 appearances in the league, 2 draws, 1 defeat. In fact, if Bayern don't win today, it will be their worst home run at the start of the season ever since the Bundesliga was attained by Bayern in 1965. So now, as the crowd await, the teams leave the splendid interior of the Allianz Arena. Remember, the Allianz Arena only 3 years old, and the two sides now welcomed by a massive crowd. The Allianz Arena sold out every time Bayern play here. The conditions, well, we've only had a little rain over the last few days. The drainage quite simply superb here in the Allianz Arena. The temperature just about 13-14 degrees, so although we're well into autumn, winter is at present at least keeping its distance. Luca Toni, not the only player missing for Bayern, so too is Philipp Lahm. But first the toss-up, the captain's Mark van Bommel on the right for Bayern, Josue on the left for Wolfsburg. Dr. Jochen Drees, the ref, is assisted by Christian Dingerton, Torsten Bauer. Our fourth official this afternoon, Mr. Jan-Henrik Salva, who is on the FIFA assistance list. Felix Magath, briefly in our picture, shaking hands. He had a wonderful spell in Munich, 2.5 years. Magath was here and did the double twice. Superb record. Christian Lell is playing left back this afternoon because the other bad news for the Bayern fans is that Philipp Lahm injured his ankle against Fiorentina and sadly will be out not only for this game but probably for several weeks. He'll be sorely missed by Bayern, a great attacking force down the left flank. So Wolfsburg getting the match underway in the all-green strip, playing from left to right in your picture. Felix Magath, the coach for Wolfsburg, making just one change. Christian Gentner is dropped to the bench. And his place is taken by Jonathan Santana, Paraguayan international. That's Graffiche. Graffiche only returning from Brazil on Thursday. He left after Wolfsburg's 4-1 hammering of Bielefeld last week because very sadly his father passed away and he flew to South America for the funeral. Our condolences to him and his family. Graffiche returning on Thursday and despite the jet lag and the stress of travelling such a long way, declared himself fit and ready to take on Bayern. Lell. First touch for Lucas Podolski. Lell. Martin de Michelis, after a brief spell in defence in midfield where he hates playing, Jürgen Klinsmann finally restoring him to the back four. It meant, of course, that Daniel van Buiten had to drop to the bench. Zé Roberto, he's in sparkling form at the moment. Age just doesn't seem to tell on Zé Roberto. 34 years of age. Free kick given against Josue. Diminutive though he is a real terrier at the back of the Wolfsburg defence, just 1.69 m. Now in his second season with Wolfsburg. A little bit of sunshine, still finding the upper tiers of the stadium as Frank Ribéry prepares to take the free kick. That was Edin Dzeko back in defence. Schweinsteiger miscues. Well, that almost turned into a through ball. But of course, 3 Bayern players caught well offside. Even though the flag stayed down, that could have been a really contentious situation had that ball gone in. Well, there's going to be a real battle this afternoon between Lucio and Grafich, the two Brazilians. Free kick given against Misimovic. He playing very well indeed. He had some trouble, did Srećan Misimovic, stepping into the boots of Marcelinho, but over the last few games he's really come alive. Frank Ribéry. As Lel. Interception by Josué. This is Hasebe. Firmly struck pass, and not exactly the finest control from Edin Dzeko, the Bosnia-Herzegovina international. Bayern have only won 3 of their opening 8 games. And a couple of weeks ago, many people were calling for Jürgen Klinsmann's head. He's changed a lot of things here in Munich, completely revamped the training facilities, virtually shut out the fans from training sessions, which certainly didn't go down well. And it's only going to be Bayern victories that will take the pressure off Klinsmann. What's poor defending? That was the Michaelis, very uncustomary. Lucky to get away with it. Otto, Schweinsteiger. There's a fair challenge by Josué. Throw by Sasha Rita. Bayern, amazingly, as champions, in 11th place in the table. They've scored 16 goals, but they've let in 13. Madlung. Well, Grafich with using his hand, spotted by the referee. So Munich's 11th place and 12 points means that this is Bayern's worst start to a campaign in 34 years. De Michaelis. Lucio to Otto. Van Bommel inside him. Podolski laying it back. Schweinsteiger to Van Bommel. So Roberto running beautifully into space and gets his cross in. What a chance! Oh, miss hit Podolski! What confusion! That surely should have been the lead for Bayern. Sensational play by Zé Roberto. Schweinsteiger can't get his full body weight behind it. Klose missed kicks completely, and so does Podolski. A comedy of errors in the Wolfsburg penalty area. A let-off, well, 3 let-offs really, in the space of one attack for Wolfsburg. Munich has been anything but a happy hunting ground for Wolfsburg. The last 10 visits here have produced 9 defeats. Their best effort, a 3-3 draw 8 years ago. Wolfsburg, remember, have only been in the Bundesliga since 1997. And they are, of course, sponsored by the international Volkswagen concern. so far this season on their travels. Wolfsburg have drawn 2, lost 1. Managed a 2-2 draw in Bochum and Berlin. And the last time they travelled down to the south of Germany, they were beaten 2-1 in Karlsruhe. Now Klose slots it through to Lau. Too many green socked legs in between Lau and Podolski and Miro Klose. Van Bommel, the only Bayern player to be dismissed this season, and that was in the very first game against Hamburg. Well, Bayern, incidentally, apart from Van Bommel's transgression, are the side with the fewest yellow cards so far this season, so a compliment to them on their fair play. Just 10 yellow cards in 8 games. Jurgen Klinsmann staying remarkably calm, at least for the time being. And so we'll see the coach leaping off his bench sooner or later. Last season, only Bremen and Bayern scored more goals than Wolfsburg. 58 times the visitors found the net. And what is interesting is that Wolfsburg's away goal-scoring feat was the best in the league. They scored 30 goals on opponents' grounds in 17 games. They are definitely a side that has built for the future, or been building for the future. Massive amounts spent, not only at the start of this season, but also last season. Michaelis. Oh, that's lovely play from Frank Ribéry. Well, Ribéry went for goal himself, but I must say that Lucas Podolski was beautifully positioned on the far post. I don't know whether our slow motion camera will show it now. Look at Podolski, number 11. He would have had a tap-in. Well, this looks spectacular, but really, we do need to focus on Ribéry's option to go for goal instead of feeding Lucas Podolski. Schweinsteiger with the corner for Bayern Munich. Punched away by Banaglio. Only as far as Lucio. Lucio well harassed indeed by Sasha Rita now. Grafish, Josue is up in attack. Zeko on the far side of the field. Well, that's a glorious ball, what a chance! And a fine save by Rensing. Well, it was a wonderful opportunity for Jonathan Santana, and the Paraguayan feels he should have buried it. Rensing off his line, but stands still, stays on his feet though, which is what all good goalkeepers do. But Santana's face, I think, tells the story. So, one golden opportunity squandered at each end in the first 15 minutes. And what an entertaining encounter this is turning out to be. Wolfsburg feel that a Bayern side that has not impressed so far this season is there ready for the taking, and certainly considering Wolfsburg's dismal record in Munich, surely they must feel that they can change the statistics this afternoon. Bayern well deserved their victory over Fiorentina in the Champions League. Their second in 3 games. The other match producing a draw against Lyon. But they were certainly not 3 goals better than the Italians, who had a couple of marvellous opportunities themselves. Ribéry. Great defence by Andrea Barzagli. Barzagli wearing number 43, an incredibly high number, but that perhaps reflects the height of his transfer fee. 14 million euros Barzagli cost, and that is the most money Wolfsburg have ever paid for a player. Santana back to Schaefer. It's Marcel Schaefer on the left. He's been a revelation this season. Lucio with the interception. Van Bommel with the throw. Martin de Michaelis. A lucky rebound for Bayern. Roberto. That wasn't a back pass. That's what the Bayern fans are hooting about. They'd like to see the referee award an indirect free kick. Out of play. Massimo Oddo, Bayern's other Italian, if you like. The first one being Luca Toni, who's injured. With Grafish, who's a real handful. Scored 3 goals already this season. Massimo Oddo, the last purchase made by Bayern. Good tackle by Rita. Now, Jonathan Santana. A little bit of a misunderstanding with Grafish about where the big man was running, left or right. Well, if anyone was hanging on, it certainly wasn't Massimo Oddo in that tussle, despite Grafish's protestations. Christian Lell. Good defensive work by Makoto Hasebe, the Japanese international. Wolfsburg squandering possession too easily there. Lel. The Michaelis. Ribéry with a little bit of space. Glorious footwork. Ribéry sprints down the right. Benaglio punches clear as the cross comes in. Or Graffiche. Neat feed for a big man. Graffiche bearing down himself on goal, but he'd have been better advised to look for Edin Dzeko. But Graffiche is, for a big man, deceptively elusive. Very quick feet, like lightning on the ball. "20 minutes gone. Still Bayern 0, Wolfsburg 0. Santana, Dzeko. Well wide of the mark. Mid pass from Santana. Tough decision. But the referee's assistant was spot on, directly in line with the players. Now these guys are just so quick, it is often so difficult to keep your eye, certainly where a long pass is played, your eye on the player playing the ball, and then to decide whether a striker was offside when the ball was played, or whether he's just simply sprinted through into open space from an onside position. Podolski's up front, Schweinsteiger. And that really was not clever of Frank Ribéry. Three Bayern players had sprinted 40 metres to get into position. Hasebe. Rita. Neatly laid up by Dzeko. Hasebe. Midway through the first half, still we await the first goal. Bayern have scored 11 goals at home in their 4 games so far this season in the Bundesliga, but unfortunately they've conceded 11 as well. Sasha Rita. Roberto. Van Bommel. Otto. Otto incidentally came on a free transfer from top Italian club AC Milan. Crunching tackle from behind by Martin de Michaelis. It's Misimovic. Rafish flicking it on. Forceful defensive work by Massimo Otto. Just simply shouldering Santana off the ball. From Bommel, Santana. This time winning a free kick. Didn't seem to be much in it, did there? But Van Bommel does have a reputation for being, should we say, a hard player. Misimovic. And Grafic flattening Bayern goalkeeper Michel Rensing. Ribéry. Foul by Josue. The two smallest players on the park involved in that challenge. Nero Klose, he grabbed the winner last week against Karlsruhe. So it's going to be Sebastian Schweinsteiger. Well, I really can't see the point in trying to beat Diego Bonalio from 35 meters with a shot like that. Felix Magath, the poker face, as always. Gives nothing away to Zar Felix. Now Edin Dzeko. He's only got Grafic with him. Going on his own. Lucio. Podolski penalised, not allowing Alex Madlam to get to the ball. We haven't seen much of playmaker Misimovic this afternoon. Now, chance for Podolski. Squares it across goal. He was looking for Nero Klose. Might have gone for goal himself. Had a nice turn of speed on him. Glorious ball by Ribéry. But Podolski all the time was going to be looking for Klose. Wonderful positioning by central defender Andrea Barzagli, though. There was no way that ball was ever going to reach Miroslav Klose. Ribéry. How Bayern missed the little Frenchman, even though that pass was particularly adventurous. Ribéry had out of the side for so much of the season so far, and it really told. Now this is Rita. Squares it across. What a chance! Oh no! Jonathan Santana again. He really should have broken the net with that one. He can't believe it. And neither can we, Jonathan. Look at the quality of this ball that's pulled back. Oh! Well, Felix Magath manages to stay calm on the bench. He must be taking Valium by the bucketful. What a wonderful chance that was. But here's Grafich looking for Zeko. Zeko goes down in the box. Oh! Oh, ho, ho! Dr. Jochen Drees has made a run for his own back. The Bayern players incensed. They can't believe he's given a penalty kick. And it did look as though Zeko had pushed the ball too far ahead now. Oh, I'm still not convinced. Let's watch it once again. That was a dive. That was clearly a dive. The referee has been conned. Half an hour gone. Up steps Grafich. Grafich, the Brazilian, against Michael Rensing. 1-0, Wolfsburg lead, but that was a gift from the referee. Having said that, you have to ask one or two questions about Edin Dzeko's honesty, because Martin de Michelis never touched him. Still, it's one of the problems we have in soccer, that players are willing to dive, willing to cheat the referee. We've just seen it happen, and it's Bayern Munich 0, Wolfsburg 1. 31 minutes gone. Grafich with his fourth. So what will Bayern's response be? Podolski falling back from an offside position to take that one. Benalio with the free kick. Misimovic. Santana. Lucky rebound. Zeko. Asebe. Good cross. Oh, number 2. Now that was a class goal. Magnificent. Edin Dzeko. 2-0 for Wolfsburg. 32 minutes gone. 2 minutes later. Well, Jurgen Klinsmann cannot believe it. The first goal might have been a present from the referee, but this was beautifully made. Look at the quality of the cross. And where was Lucio? Up goes the tall figure of Zeko. Lucio absolutely not in the frame. Once again, free header. Quality, though, put it exactly where he wanted it to go. No chance at all for Michael Rensing, the successor to the great Oliver Kahn. Zeko's second of the season. Well, if Bayern was stunned to see Jochen Drees point to the penalty spot 4 minutes ago, they were simply poleaxed to see Edin Dzeko took that one away. 2-0 down, 11 minutes to go to half-time. Bayern now facing an uphill battle and a real test of character. And that is Wolfsburg's 20th goal of the season. Leverkusen, who played last night, they beat Cologne by 2-0, have 22 goals. Hoffenheim, the surprise of the season, newly promoted and in second place in the table. Hoffenheim have 21. This time Lucio does get his head to it. Roberto. Oh, great pass under pressure. But I think the referee's going to pull them back for a foul on Roberto. Otto. Bastian Schweinsteiger's gone a bit quiet on the ball there for the first time for a while. Good take by Benalio. Rolls it out to Sasha Rita. Bayern really under pressure now against the Wolfsburg side, hungry for more. Handball given against Klose. Uli Hoeneß, for so many years the Bayern manager, he's seen it all, but he has taken a lot of stick this season for his support of Jurgen Klinsmann. Bayern have now conceded 15 goals. This is only the 9th game of the season. They've conceded 15 goals. And last season, in 34 games, they set a new Bundesliga record by only letting in 21. Good cross. Otto, the man who has put in the most number of positive crosses in the Bundesliga so far this season. He's proved a real danger on the right flank, certainly more than filling in for Willy Sagnol, so famous for his crosses from the right. Sagnol, who's been injured for so long for Bayern now, still recovering from surgery to his Achilles tendon. Will Sagnol ever play for Bayern again? Remains to be seen. But Massimo Otto has proved an excellent buy. Simovic, a quiet afternoon so far for him. And he wants to do well here in Munich because although he's got Bosnian nationality, he was actually born and grew up in Munich. Good head. Wolfsburg are a real aerial threat to the Bayern defence. Frank Ribéry. Not happy, are they, Klinsmann and Hoeneß? I'm not surprised. Rita, a lot of movement from Wolfsburg. Poor first touch from Hasebe, put himself under pressure for the ensuing poor pass. Ribéry lining himself up. Oh, it's there! Bayern back in the hunt. 40 minutes gone. Frank Ribéry. And that, believe it or not, is Ribéry's first goal of the season. Lovely shot. Well, it's game on now. Ribéry, a tremendous favourite with the Bayern fans. Well, that will be a real tonic for the Bayern side, with half-time looming up, just 3.5 minutes. Provided anything, of course, that our fourth official, Mr. Salva, adds on. Rita. Lucio. I think Bayern will be quite happy to take 2-1 into half-time. Certainly leaves the workload in the second half a little lower, doesn't it? And 2-0 down. But I know that Jurgen Klinsmann desperately wanted to capitalise on last week's last-minute winner in Karlsruhe and that 3-0 victory over Fiorentina in the Champions League. But, as I mentioned when we came on air, Wolfsburg are a class outfit. That's a fine goal from Ribéry. Through Madlum's legs. Not exactly the best tackle, but Ribéry created space beautifully for himself, and of course the shot superbly placed. Into the final 2 minutes. Van Bommel. Well, can Bayern possibly grab the equaliser before half-time? Schaefer with the throw. That was Zeko back in defence, heading clear. Santana. Misimovic. Good hard tackle from Ribéry, quite fair. Ribery once again to Michaelis. Hasebe clearing. Rita, now Grafish goes for goal himself. Rita keeps it in play. We're now into time added on. Misunderstanding. Ribery. Lel. Oh, Podolski's skying a great opportunity. And that brings the entertainment for the first 45 minutes to an end. Not exactly what the Bayern fans had hoped for. Their side trail by 2-1. But I think even the staunchest Wolfsburg fan would say that his side are fortunate to be in the lead. On 33 minutes, it was a gift by the referee. Dzeko taking a dive, and Dr. Jochen Drees pointing to the spot. Grafish making no mistake whatsoever. And then just a couple of minutes later, this time a fine goal. A cross from Hasebe. Lucio in defence, nowhere near the tall figure of Edin Dzeko, who headed home beautifully to make it 2-0 for Wolfsburg. And then 5 minutes from the interval, a flash of genius from Frank Ribery, a low shot into the right-hand corner of Diego Manalio's goal to make it Bayern 1, Wolfsburg 2. We'll have another look for you at the goals in slow motion, so do stay with us. From me, I'll join you again after the break.
This November on Setanta Sports, England face the Pacific Islanders, the Springboks and the All Blacks live from Twickenham. The Haymaker David Hay begins his quest to become heavyweight champion live from London. Plus international football as England take on Germany, Greece meet Italy and Brazil face Portugal. The FA Cup, the UEFA Cup and the Copa Sudamericana. This November on Setanta Sports.
This will be one of the biggest loads to go out.
I guess you could say it's a milestone.
We're testing ice today.
I figure I can survive another month.
And we're going to live to see another day. Ice is going to crack.
The new season, Ice Road Truckers, Monday, 8:30, Fox 8.
Scottish Premier League next weekend live on Setanta Sports.
Would you believe it?
First up on Sunday morning, Cali Thistle travel to Ibrox to take on Rangers.
Pedro Mendes!
And then on Monday morning, Hearts host Gordon Strachan's Celtic side at Tynecastle.
Just brilliant!
Scottish Premier League next weekend, exclusively live on Setanta Sports.
Welcome back to the second half of our commentary match. This afternoon we are in the Allianz Arena in Munich, where the half-time score, to the surprise of many people, is that the champions Bayern Munich trail against Wolfsburg by 2-1. That doesn't surprise the Wolfsburg fans, though. Their side in 5th place in the table, Bayern, although they do have the championship trophy in their cupboard, way down in 11th spot. Although, of course, after only 8 games this season, that's not a lot in terms of points. Wolfsburg 13 points, Bayern just 1 point behind them. Borowski replaces Massimo Oddo. Borowski joining Bayern at the start of this season, or just prior to it, of course, from Werder Bremen. Came on a free. So Bayern in the red, playing from left to right in your picture. Schweinsteiger. Borowski first touch for the tall midfielder. Frank Ribéry. He gave Bayern fans so much hope with that goal 5 minutes before half-time. Van Bommel. Lel. Santana. Santana, who fluffed 2 glorious opportunities in the first half. Wolfsburg still in the formation in which they started the game. Christian Lel. Borowski, a lovely ball, neat touch inside from Schweinsteiger. Closer couldn't take it though. Roberto. Ribéry dancing inside Hasebe. It could be a yellow card. Well, Dr. Jochen Drees deciding to show leniency to the Japanese international, but Ribéry was away. To Michaelis. Lel. Schweinsteiger blocked by Madlung. Lel hadn't come back from the throw-in, caught offside. I mentioned earlier that Bayern were without the services of Luca Toni and Philipp Lahm. Hamil Altintop, by the way, still recovering from the foot surgery he had. But Wolfsburg themselves without central defender Ricardo Costa, who was sent off against Schalke. This is the final game he will miss through the suspension imposed on him. And Wolfsburg also without the services of Christian Zaccardo, the €7 million signing from Palermo at right back. Misimovic. And of course Marcel Schaefer, it's Misimovic. Ribéry. Oh, fantastic pass. Podolski's got Roberto with him. Oh, and that defender's foot just getting in the way. But that was the most stupendous through ball from Frank Ribéry, and also immaculately turned inside by Podolski. Was it Alex Madlung? It was, who stopped Bayern grabbing the equaliser. Fantastic attack. That one really deserved a goal. Instead, all it won was a corner. Lucio rams it into Griffith's face. What a player that Frank Ribéry is. Miroslav closer. Santana back in defence. Lel. Santana. Misimovic. But the foul is by Dzeko on Lucio. And Bayern have come out after the interval with a real sense of purpose. Griffith turned the ball inside without looking. Could have laid it back to Misimovic. Ribéry. Santana heading clear. Oh, Bayern's pressure mounting. Jürgen Klinsmann still looking rather worried, but he has been under some pressure recently. As I mentioned, that pressure was relieved by victory over Fiorentina in midweek, and certainly by Miro Klose's last-minute winner in Karlsruhe last week. But the press can be very tough in Munich, and of course, with all the changes that Jürgen Klinsmann has effected, he does lay himself open to criticism if things don't come off, and they haven't so far. As Miro Klose. Yellow card shown against Andrea Vasali. Nice body check on Klose, but it's a good position. Andrea Vasali, the biggest buy ever made by Wolfsburg. 14 million euros from Palermo. Frank Ribéry sporting an absolute beautiful shiner. Where did he get that black eye? Ribéry chips it over. Big header by Barzagli. Was looking for Edin Dzeko. Ribéry's got Klose in the middle. There goes Klose, what a chance! Van Bommel, it's there, it's 2-2! 7 minutes into the second half. Dutch international, the Bayern captain, Mark van Bommel, puts Bayern back on level pegging. Van Bommel's first of the season. And that man, Ribéry, waits. Finally off his line bravely. And Van Bommel, from the rebound, keeping his cool. Off the underside of the crossbar. That's a favoured score away from home of Wolfsburg. This is Klose. But you get the feeling it's not going to stay 2-2. Suspicions of offside as Klose went through there, but his shot going high and wide, so the decision of little consequence. Bayern champions 20 times since the Bundesliga was founded in 1963, 45 years ago. Champions 7 times in the last 10 years. The club that has dominated German soccer now for approaching half a century. So from 2-0 up, Wolfsburg find themselves now caught up with by Bayern. Can they get back into the driving seat? It's going to take a massive test of character. Referee line play to continue. I think Bayern would have preferred the free kick. And Wolfsburg, it looks going to make a substitution. It looks like Christian Gentner's going to come on. He was unfortunate, I think, not to be selected. Gentner played in every game so far. Substituted once in the 8 games that have been played up to now, but here goes the big man, Graffiche. Good tackle, but Graffiche laid the ball just too far forward. He knows it. And there is the substitution, Makoto Hasebe, who's been given the runaround in the second half by Frank Ribéry. Hasebe making way for Christian Gentner. Gentner wearing number 25. On a 2-year loan from Stuttgart, the 23-year-old. Graffiche, there goes Graffiche. So powerful on the ball, the tall Brazilian. Borowski, closer. Was that handball? Closes pass destined for Podolski. The ball indeed coming off the left arm of Josue. And Bommel. Closer, Podolski lets rip. Oh, that one was not far wide of the left-hand post of Diego Manalio. As I pointed out, with Luca Toni out injured, and I think bruised ribs is a particularly sore injury, one difficult to shake off, and Podolski might get more than one attempt to establish himself in the first team. Graffiche. Good tackle by Josue. Offside. Referee could really have allowed play to continue. Zico. Rita. Good cross. Chance now. Genna. Oh, what a save off the line. That was De Michelis. Fantastic. How on earth did that one stay out? Oh, what a game this is. 1 hour gone. Bayern 2, Wolfsburg 2. Late tackle by Jonathan Setanta. He's not exactly had a happy afternoon. Missed 2 glorious opportunities to score, bringing Franck Ribéry down and earning himself a yellow card. Good positioning by Benalia for that Schweinsteiger free kick. De Michelis. I would very much like to see another slow-motion replay of that superb tackle on the line. That really was goal-saving. Fantastic opportunity for Wolfsburg. And you do feel that substitute Christian Gentner should have buried it first time. Wolfsburg, remember, have drawn half the 8 games they've played so far. Chance, and it's there. Borowski buries it. Tremendous shot. Bayern have come back from 2-0 down to lead 3-2, and for the first time this afternoon, Jürgen Klinsmann smiles. 62 minutes gone. Felix Magath can't believe it. Tim Borowski, his 4th goal of the season. And that, by the way, makes Borowski Bayern's leading goal scorer. Well, Felix Magath is going to have to do something. It looks like we might well be seeing the end of Jonathan Santana. Ashkan de Jager lining up. There is Ashkan de Jager in your picture now. Wearing number 24, under 21 international, came on a free from Hertha, now in his 2nd season with Wolfsburg, and Jonathan Santana departs. How he will be regretting not having made the most of those 2 chances. De Jager, a couple of goals to his credit so far this season. Well, can Wolfsburg come back from this? De Jager, first touch for him. As Lucio sprints across. This is Gentner. Had a great chance 5 minutes before. Gentner once again. Marcel Schaefer. This has been an epic fight back from the league champions. Crunching tackle from Gentner. Josue. Oh, now it's closer. Keeps the ball in play. Finds Lell. Schweinsteiger. Offside. Gentner. Grafisch. Borowski to Ribéry. Von Bommel. To Schweinsteiger. An adventurous pass to Ribéry. Spotted by Sacha Rita. Now this is Edin Dzeko. Bundled over by Christian Lell, doing exactly to Dzeko what Grafisch did to him a few moments ago. This time, though, the referee deciding that it was an acceptable shoulder charge. Oh, Uli Hoeneß is smiling as well. Schweinsteiger. Toes are taking a real whack on the ankle there from Marcel Schaefer. The referee not spotting Lucio almost ripping Dzeko's shirt off his back. Yellow card for Tumberovski. Two-footed challenge. Simovic with the free kick himself. Josue. Schaefer. Wolfsburg somehow gone off the boil. 2 goals in just 9 minutes, giving Bayern the lead. Now Jaco. Twenty minutes to go. Bayern 3, Wolfsburg 2. Just before half-time, we wondered whether Bayern could come back. They were 2-0 down in 33 minutes, remember. Now can Wolfsburg improve on their disastrous record here in Munich? Josue, they do have the quality these days. Ashkan de Jager, Gentner's up there. Josue, de Jager once again. It's Grafisch, still Grafisch, de Jager. Grafisch ploughing his way like a tractor into the Bayern penalty area. Gentner. Schaefer. Whoa, off the bar, what a bullet! Well, that one caught Rensing completely by surprise. What a tremendous shot from a young man who's really cemented his place in the first team. The alarm bells ringing for Bayern. That was a phenomenal shot. Jager. Jaco. Beautifully timed tackle by Zé Roberto, and the ball stroked inside. Glorious stuff. And an excellent tackle from Josue on Lucas Podolski. Schaefer once again, Bayern have been warned. Josue, Gentner. Throw for Wolfsburg. Yellow card this time for Lucio. Misimovic. 16 minutes to go. Can Wolfsburg get back on level terms again? Oh! How did that one stay out? It was a great run. Once again. In flies Gentner, but he couldn't quite divert it past Rensing. Well spotted by Zvezdan Misimovic. That's Andy Otler's warming up, ready to come on. push in the back by Klose. Foul on Podolski, and it may well be that Podolski's leaving the action. Now this would be a controversial substitution. Pulled down by Rita. And Podolski, oh my goodness, the look of thunder. Unless he's injured. But I know that Lucas Podolski was absolutely screaming out for match time. Hardly a glance in the direction of coach Jurgen Klinsmann was there, but obviously Bayern have decided to pack the midfield, and they're going to defend this one through to the 90th minute. So we've got a defensive midfielder on for a striker. That says it all. Lucio. First touch for Ottel. Now Schaefer, have Wolfsburg got the self-belief to turn this one around? Great work by Klose. With the ball given away by Schweinsteiger, recovered by Lell. Late tackle by Schweinsteiger. Referee could possibly have played advantage. And the final throw of the dice is going to be Mahir Salik, Turkish striker. Came from down the leagues, the regional league in Wuppertal. And it looks like it might well be Masimovic is going. He's had a pretty anemic afternoon. I did tell you that he'd been in form of late, but sadly, he hasn't borne that comment out this afternoon. Salik, a striker with a great future. He's made quite an impact. He's played 5 times this season for Wolfsburg and scored 1 goal. Well, oohs and ahs, but that shot from Alex Maglung from a long way out. Rinsing all the time in the world to see it. And there goes Svetlana Misimovic, not exactly a happy return to the city of his birth. And there is Mahir Salik. Mahir Salik, now 25 years of age and in his first season with Wolfsburg, wearing number 16. Zé Roberto. Fabulous cross, and it is goal number 4, surely, that ties it up for Bayern. A dream cross from really one of the most wonderful players to grace the Bundesliga scene over the last 10 years or so. Zé Roberto. He put it right on Klose's head. Klose, I'm certain, was going for goal, but his head would have gone marginally wide. It was instead stabbed home by Bastian Schweinsteiger. Look at the quality of this cross. And maybe I do Klose a disservice. I think he was looking for Schweinsteiger. Fabulous goal. 4-2. Schweinsteiger, his third of the season. And there are still 10 minutes to go. What a chance now for Otto. Oh, how did he miss that one? Oh dear, oh dear. Now we know who's buying the drinks for Bayern this evening, don't we? That should have been number 5. That would have been the icing on the cake. Wolfsburg starting to come apart at the seams. Klose looks up, spots Otto. Oh, he got a bad bounce. He really got a bad bounce. I think the ball hit a divot just as he lined it up. Even on a billiard table surface like this, at the end of the game, players kick up divots, the ball hits one and takes its own course. Ashkan de Jager. Otto heading clear. Josue. Schaefer. Zico. But it's a really tough ask now. 2 goals in 8 minutes here in the Allianz Arena in Munich. Felix Magath now looking pretty glum. And his side started so brightly. Grafish straight into Zé Roberto's feet. Bayern still hungry for goals. Ribéry, what a game he's had. And there, the magical feet of Zé Roberto. But this is Ribéry. Roberto, not Matlung, Marcel Schaefer getting in the way. Van Bommel, that came off his shin. First touch for Salik. Pushed in the back by Lucio. Oh. Zico, regarded as the miscreant. Not happy with the decision either. Foul by Josue on Ribéry. He comes in for a rough ride. There's a little Frenchman. Otto. Ribéry. Josue. All 1.69 of him, was never going to get anywhere near the ball in a heading duel. with the tallest man on the park, Tim Borowski, 1 meter 94. 25 centimeters difference. 5 minutes to go. Bayern lead 4-2 and look to have all 3 points firmly in their pocket. Good view we had there, didn't we, of Frank Ribery's black eye. Is he going to hit the ball, or is Van Bommel? Ribery. Well, Diaga made little impact since he came on. Roberto winning out. He was down on his knees. Ribery. Bayern so firmly in control now. Earning the applause of the crowd. But what really does deserve applause is the way Bayern have showed great self-belief. Zé Roberto. Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger's shot going well wide. Close the trap and diverted goalwards. Well, it looked like a cross, didn't it? But Schweinsteiger completely miscued. Close unable to flick it past Diego Manalio. The Bayern fans, they are delighted. Before that 1-0 win in Karlsruhe last week, Bayern had taken just 1 point from the previous 3 games. But this will now, if we include the Champions League game against Fiorentina, this will be their 3rd victory in 3 successive outings. And more like the form one expects from Germany's reigning champions, from Germany's record champions. Rita keeps the ball in play, but the 3 points now disappearing over the horizon for Wolfsburg. Take-up, not a good first touch. Borowski. Ribery. Borowski starts off down the right flank. Low under pressure, no alternative but to spray it back to Rensing. Defender taken out. Low taking out Andrea Basagli. Lel, by the way, has already been shown the yellow card. I think I told you it was Lucio, it was in fact Lel. And Jochen Drees showing great leniency, because that really was another bookable offence, and that would have seen Lel leave the action. Just a minute from the end of normal time. Now into the final minute. Can't be much time to be added on. Salik. Still Salik. Looking for Jaco, but Bayern now so confident to the back. They didn't look all that confident in the first half. 2 goals for Wolfsburg, one perhaps a gift from the referee, but 2 great chances falling to Jonathan Santana. He fluffed both of them. and Wolfsburg have been made to pay for that. 1-0 at half-time. Wolfsburg just about deserving their lead, although it really was very much on as even. But what a second-half turnaround we have seen. The game is over. The referee allowing absolutely no time whatever to be added on. And it has turned out to be an emphatic victory for Bayern Munich. 2-1 down at half-time. It took them only 7 minutes to get back on level terms. Mark van Bommel heading in off the underside of the crossbar after a brave save from Diego Bernalillo. 9 minutes later, it was the substitute, Tim Borowski, who was brought on, who, with his 4th goal of the season, gave Bayern the lead. And then, with just 10 minutes to go, the issue was put firmly beyond Wolfsburg's reach. An inch-perfect cross from the fabulous Brazilian, the ageless Zé Roberto, right onto the head of Miroslav Klose. He nodded it down straight into the path of Sebastian Schweinsteiger, who headed home from just 1 metre out. Great spirit, great self-belief shown by Bayern Munich. They have had their critics this season. 2-1 down at half-time. They could have fallen apart against Wolfsburg, but they didn't. They showed resilience, they showed character, and they have fully earned the tremendous applause and cheers of the fans that echo around this stadium. I think it is safe to say Bayern are back. Stay with us for a look once again at those goals in slow motion from me, Alan Fountain. Hope you've enjoyed this afternoon's entertainment as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, this is the station where you can watch all the best at Bundesliga action. I leave you with the final score. Bayern Munich 4, Wolfsburg 2.